world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
Picks it up on the second. Over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
Homeward to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone! That was hit hard. Left center field, did she do it again? To the wall!
Swung on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another XBL gathering here. We have Mist and myself this evening to bring you games 3 and 4 between Snowbird and billybanquo. Mist, how are you doing tonight?
Really good. We already had a wonderful series earlier today with split with Lazy and Spluto. Of course, we got Wishbone and Mush on the other side, who are playing some games. I think they're recording right now. We might actually have some fire going tomorrow, so not to give anything away, but got 4 really good teams in XBL, still cooking. And of course, these two are the cream of the crop in the AAA, as they proved in games 1 and 2.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fireworks in games 1 and 2, and I think it's probably safe to assume we're going to have, the same amount, maybe even here tonight in games 3 and 4. It'll be really exciting to tune into. So thanks everybody for showing out. I suppose we could maybe move into some of the keys we got for the games. And I think that a lot of the keys from games 1 and 2 will still ring true here for 3 and 4. Miss, the first key we maybe need to go over is just how can both players maybe limit or respond to the huge innings that we're likely to see here between these two?
Yeah, definitely. It's that. One thing I wanted to point out, it's not really part of the keys, but the first game number 1 went so fast, and it felt like Snowbird didn't really get her feet under her. And it just seemed like the game just was over way too quick, even though she did take a few good swings and showed some potential, but she got gobbled up. The second game was the game where I think you learned about the other player. As you know, Zlatanimal, you've been locked into some of these late playoff series, Dynasty, for example, where you have to learn the player. And I think if you didn't learn something about your opponent in game 2 of this series, you're not going to learn anything.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually. I think, that definitely rings true for any playoff scenario you find yourself in. You always got to be looking to learn and adapt to who's in front of you and who's on the other side of the plate. So, we'll see how Snowbird can respond here with Billy's, his approach, his, prowess at the plate really showed out. And it's not like it's necessarily better than Snow's, but, they each have their strengths and weaknesses, and Billy was able to kind of come out on top the first round. So, we'll see how it goes here tonight. Maybe that can tie into another point we kind of went over before, but, after watching game 2 and seeing how dramatically the game finished, the accuracy on the mound, avoiding walks, that's probably going to be a pretty big idea to play off of here for Snow, see how she can respond and change, tweak things maybe on the mound. I think Snow would have liked to see the game end, of course, differently, but not even just differently, just, getting the ball over the plate, giving herself a chance to, keep the game and series alive. So, you have anything else to add to that?
Well, I want to talk about the arsenals because they both tend to run a little bit funky arsenals that are not really standard. Um, and I think that's where you could maybe learn what pitch you could possibly use because I know I've had at times some players that I was absolutely sure I can't throw this pitch to them, and it would turn out that that was actually the only, really the out pitch against them. So, Snow runs some fork balls, Billy runs some fork balls. Not really a popular pitch in AAA, and both of them will run arsenals that are missing a curveball or missing a changeup. So, and I know I can only imagine after such a disappointing loss that Snowbird is going to be a little bit more attentive to not walking people and the eye of Billy. I mean, most of the time what she was doing would have worked. People in AAA will eventually swing at garbage, but Billy was not going to do that. So I think we have a good set ahead of us.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I guess the only thing I'll add, which I tried to do a little bit of a little peek behind the scenes with the numbers and things on the site that Wish has helped create for us. He added the head-to-head stats area of the website, which is super cool. And taking a peek at that for this season between Billy and Snow head-to-head, Snow came out with the sweep, and I apologize if maybe you guys brought this up in the previous cast, but just wanted to highlight the fact that in the regular season, Snow did strike Billy out 13 times in their 2 games there, but she also walked him 13 times. So, I mean, these walks are not necessarily new between these two. We kind of saw that replicate itself there in game 2. So, we'll see how games 3 and 4 go tonight here. I think we'll get them loaded up here and get everybody on board. We'll probably see you guys back here in just a few moments. All right, everybody. We have game 3 loading up here for us.
And we're loading into Founders Field here, so home of Snowbird. She really tripped out of the gate at her favorite stadium here. I expect a lot more from Snowbird here. And I expect her to take game number 3. I don't know about Uselap, but I really expect Snowbird to come out here at home. These people didn't buy these tickets at an extremely high price for no reason.
Yeah, I think we can expect to see your coveted phrase of parking lot brawl again here. Get some fireworks early. It's probably a hitters-friendly park. So I think there's every sign that we'll see a lot of home runs here probably between these 2 games.
Yeah,
Look, we got
that's absolutely it. We got a
Number
wonderful
2,
batter's eye here,
Simpson.
and Snowbird on the mound.
First pitch strike. It's a good sign. And a quick ground out there at short. Good start for Snow.
The center fielder, number 27.
Yeah, interesting. Yvette Lamurde taking it to him, which I think is the right move here. She's throwing strikes. She's coming with mostly hard stuff.
Billy showing his patience. The 2-0 count. See a pitch come on the outside. 3-0. Does he have the green light?
Good
Takes for
pitch.
strike one.
Yeah, got to put the pressure on him. Can't let him take pitches.
Fouls it away. It's full now. It was 3-0.
Oh, there it is.
Good eye. Great
Oh,
patience there from
my.
Billy.
Now batting. The
Wow,
right
good
fielder,
eye. That
number
was
12.
close.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could have taken that one, but earns himself the base. Might have a chance to put some pressure on Snow here early. It's another 2-0 count.
Does have one down. Just stay on him.
3-1. Tantalizing with the walks here.
A speed on first, but not a runner, Billy. He's more of a, well, much more of a hitter. Oh.
The dangerous pitch, and it's fouled.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying is Lamerte has enough velo to get away with 1 or 2, so you got to put it on the plate if you're pretty sure you can
The third
locate.
baseman, number 16.
Yeah, absolutely. Billy's threatening here. 2 runners on, only 1 out here, top of the first. See a 1-1 count now.
And you can see right there, Zlat, he has such a good eye that if the ball's on the dead corner, he'll just take it.
Yeah, he does have a great eye with great patience. Fouls that one away. It's a 2-2 count. Double play is in effect here as we go full.
Oh, there it is.
Outside pitch, nice pitch there. Hits out number 2 with the
left
strikeout.
Fielder, number 39.
Yeah, that's interesting. She missed the first one she had. I thought she had the punchy, yeah, but she got it that time.
Yeah, came back to claim it. Now we see an 0-2 count. Billy fights one off, flares it to center field. The runner's going to be sent at home. It'll be a play at the plate in time.
Now batting.
1-0.
Yeah.
Baseman, number 28.
Yeah, you can absorb that. That's just a good, somewhat lucky swing. Put the bat on ball, got away with it, and gets a run.
We see a 2-1 count here. That one gets away. It's now 3-1. Runners at first and second. Takes her time. Tried to locate, but just barely missed inside. And now we have the bases
First baseman,
loaded
number
for
30.
Peter Psycho.
Yeah, and this is what the problem is against Billy. Unless you're an elite pitcher, like a Burning Ice or Spliff Star, it's so hard to keep your pitch count down because it's hard to locate that well on every pitch that, as you can see, he's just going to take if you're not perfect.
Full count. Runner should be on the move here. Swing and a miss.
Wow,
3.
brutal. Yeah, she
And
came to
is
the dance.
considered.
I like the way she was throwing strikes there, Zlat. She put the pressure on him. You know, he's so good that he got a run, but that was a lot of work for him.
Yeah, all things considered, Snow's got to be, somewhat happy to just keep it at 1 there. There was so much teetering. If we see 3 or 4 trickle across, that's just not a comfortable start by any means, but kept it to 1. See what she can do here on her bottom half of the inning.
Yeah,
She gets a leadoff base hit.
Yeah, she hit the fork ball. This is that slow ball left-hander side armor that throws a fork ball. I really thought I could handle him. He was a little tougher than I expected. But I do think he plays a little bit into the hands of Snowbird.
Yeah, she struck out. Maybe a bit of a surprise, given the location of the pitch there. But comes right back with another base hit. So we just have 1 out here, bottom of the first, but runners on first and second. And DS O'Rourke at the plate, the juiced hitter with RBI Hero active.
Wow, you cannot lose a pitch here.
Billy sends one. That's very hittable, but it's right at the hot corner. 2 outs.
It wasn't located that bad. It looked like it was down the middle, but it really wasn't.
And that one's hit up. It's high. It's got maybe warning track power initially.
Whoa.
Speed in right field. We're going to see 2 runs cross the plate. Oh my.
Whoa.
Maybe it would have been in time. Regardless, we have a tie game here.
Yes, Swift, I think it was, got a little bit lost out there in the awkward right center area there where there's some kind of a snack bar or something.
Yeah, distracted by the scent of hot dogs and nachos, I guess, but it, it turns out to be disastrous, letting one run in. Runners at second and third. And Snow popped that one up the center. Should be a can of corn, and it is caught there by Magic Max to end the inning. So 1-1 after one frame. Things are interesting already.
Yeah, definitely. Lamurde needs to keep the pressure on. She's got the velo right now, and as that gets drained, it's going to be tougher and tougher.
That one is smoked into left center. Happenstance on the run, grabs it off the wall, throw into second. Is offline. Be a leadoff double for Billy.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 43.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Got away with one.
Yeah, got away with it. He's finding the zone, but lets that one go up the middle. I don't think there's enough speed with the lead runner. They will hold. We'll have runners on the corners here to start the second.
Number 2, Spike Simpson.
Spike Simpson's RBI 0 is procced. An errant pitch. We see a quick 2-0. That one's hit up the middle. See another lead change. Mighty Mallards take a 2-1 lead here.
Number 27.
Yeah, and that was a pitch that probably would have worked against 80% of the league, but it's not going to work here. Oh,
Nice.
but she gets a little bit of a break.
Oh, a close for the ultimate triple play, but at least got the double play. Well played there by Snow.
Yes, Snow's pitching so far is a little bit improved. I'm seeing some pretty good locations. She is blowing up a few pitches, but he's having to throw so many here just to. That's the problem, is the pitch count.
Absolutely. Yep, and we see a walk there. I believe that was a 54th pitch and not fully through the second inning. So that one is smoked. Oh my, to deep left center. It's back. It's 3 rows up. And it's a huge home run for the Mallards.
Yeah, she did everything right there, putting a little bit of pressure on Billy. It wasn't really a bad pitch. It completely hit the power, but I think even so, he was on that.
We talked about the pitch count. Now we have to add in the fact that the starting pitcher is rattled. I believe we've got 2 outs here. Yep, 2 outs in the second. Can Snowbird find her way out of this? She does just that with the grounder to second. So the damage that was averted in the first inning kind of rears its head in the second. We see a 5-1 lead and a quick first out here from Snow.
Oh, good hit. Really solid.
Yeah, really solid contact. Squared that ball up nicely. Oh, some some Little League action on the base paths after the normal part of the play ended. Almost got to see some extra bases there.
Well, and Lamurde would love to get a hit here and bump herself back up to neutral.
Yeah, I was wondering if Snow would contemplate taking her out.
Right.
Elected to move forward.
Ooh, she bobbles!
And baseman didn't corral it correctly, but they still get the out. That was interesting. Maybe just a super early dive.
Yeah, a little better than nothing, though. Got the runner over.
Yep, got the runner over. There's 2 outs, so we're going to have to see a ball in play. No opportunity for a sac fly, of course. Get the tough out trade activated for Snow. She hits one. It's going to be right at the shortstop, unfortunately, for Black Roses. We will head ourselves to the top of the third here. 4-run lead by the Mallards. See if they can try to push the envelope a bit.
Yeah, just a good pitch there from Billy. He took the power out of her bat, even though she did reticle that up.
A nice pitch there to earn a strike 2. The 1-2 count. Just barely misses the corner. A nice jumping play and missed. That was good sequencing, but it was also just great placement. You know, continuing to attack the spot with different pacing, different velo. That one sneaks over shortstop's head though into left field.
Yeah, I think Snow's doing what she needs to do so far, which is to get the ball on the plate, and she hasn't really thrown very many meatballs. The ones Billy's tattooed have just been a little bit off.
That one's hit hard, sneaks by the first baseman who is covering, and that'll be a single to right field. Got 2 runners on here, 1 out, and the pitcher's up again. Yeah, as you mentioned, Snow's finding the plate. Billy's just finding ways to sneak the ball into the field, or in some cases, as we saw, blow it past the outfield wall.
Right. Yeah, honestly, that big shot was the difference. Otherwise, we're pretty much even. So that's a big double play.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 23.
Snow has another opportunity here at the plate with a solid batter. Try and get something going for the Roses. He takes a 2-1 count. That ball is hit well. Put right at the second baseman for the first out here of the 3rd inning.
Number 19.
Mister, would you say the her approach to the plate has been pretty much the same as the first 2 games as far as attacking pitches early?
Yeah, I think her hitting's been fine. She hasn't really gotten the hits, but she looks fine at the plate.
Yeah, for sure. She looks fine. I think I just recall from the Spliff series where Spliff had attacked a lot of pitches early, and sometimes that can work out well. Sometimes gets the mojo for the other starting pitcher, but in any case, we kind of see a hit and then a couple of just normal fielding plays there to bring us to the end of the 3rd inning, and another quick out to start the top of the 4th here.
Center fielder, number 27.
No runs have crossed the plate for a little while. That one's high and deep. Off the right field wall. Thankfully that wall's extended a bit. And we see Billy running. Oh, he rounded second, and Snow threw to the cutoff instead of second. Might have earned a fortunate out, but was not to be. This ball's hit into right field. That's going to be a run and probably extra bases again. We'll see the throw come into second. Runners in time.
The 3rd baseman, number 16.
And at this point, you might want to consider, taking a bit of a breath because the game still feels within reach. You don't want to let it feel like sand just dropping out of your hands. You want to feel like you still have a hold on the game. Earns the 2nd out, so that's good.
Yeah. At the same time, if you can somehow squeak Lamurde another even through this inning, would be kind of nice.
Oh, that one.
A little bit lucky there, but nonetheless.
Yeah, so the Mallards tack on 1 and take themselves to a 6-1 lead into the bottom.
Number 3.
4th.
And again, she should be able to handle this pitcher. She's handled this type of pitcher and worse all season long. So I don't see Sloth Simpson keeping her at bay for too long.
Right. Yeah, her bats haven't been asleep by any means. Just a lot of the squared up balls. Yep, that's a great one. That's in right field. Considering testing it, goes back. Just stay content with the 1 base. But yeah, as we were saying, she's been squaring the ball up very well. It's just a lot of them have, to her dismay, have been going right to the fielders. Absolutely no doubt it into left field. Thought it was going to the second deck there for a moment. And the Black Roses bats are officially awoken with the home run for 2 runs there. 6-3 now.
Yeah, I had a vision of that ball flying out to that exact spot when it was about halfway to the plate. Great swing from Labita.
Yeah, no doubter there. So maybe Billy was kind of coasting with the pitching, and after that at bat, now you might have him feeling a little on the back foot, kind of questioning what his next move needs to be.
Well, the thing is, the forkball doesn't work, so I don't think Simpson knows exactly what to throw. I think the problem is the velo is just not there.
Yeah, we see a 2-0 count here, and that one is definitely hittable. It squeaks by the second baseman. So the Roses coming back to life, letting the Mallards know that they are very much alive here. Game 3.
Yeah, and going back to your earlier points, Lat, I see Snowbird as a quite aggressive hitter. She's not just a wild swinger, or she wouldn't be where she is, but she tends aggressive, and that's one thing that will help you with hitting those mid pitches, such as the slider and the forkball, is when you tend aggressive, you usually won't quit on those pitches, whereas somebody who's a little bit more meticulous, like myself or D-Sil in the past, or some other swingers, will sometimes hang up on that pitch because as soon as it breaks, we're not exactly sure where that pitch is going. But it always pays in this game to be a little bit more of an attacker.
Yeah, Snow's blitzkrieg style offense is starting to kind of come to life here. We saw a bit of a fielding mishap there at second base. Earned a run and a second one. This could be interesting. We see the play at second to get out number 2. The runner makes it safely to 3. That was almost disastrous for the Roses. I think she made the right call though.
Oh, big hit.
A big hit in a center field. The diving center fielder, that's going to slow the throw down enough to give the runner time to advance to third. So it's now 6-5. Mallards have a 1-run lead, but there's runners on the corners. For the Roses, this one has popped up first pitch and caught. So the Roses bring themselves back into the game. We go to the top of the 5th here. It's now 6-5.
Number 28.
Diving Dave at the plate.
Doesn't have the juice. Had the trajectory,
warning
that's for sure.
Power for sure, yeah. Kind of questioned off the bat if it was going to be enough. Psycho has a 1-1 count, sees a curveball, and lines one hard over to the third baseman. For out number 2. That one's hit decently well, but we're going to see warning track power again, I believe. Yes, we are. So, you know, Billy's squaring the ball up pretty well that inning. But, you know, the Roses earn a very quick inning there in the top half of the 5th. Got to be happy with that. A lot of momentum, it feels like, on the Roses side at this point.
Yeah, anytime you can get a clean inning out of a kind of a bargain pitcher, the way Snowbird did there. And, you know, she tends to run out of pitching against Billy and against some of the top hitters. So I think she's looking really good right now.
Yeah, absolutely. She smokes one to right center. A little bit too hard to earn extra bases, except the throw came home, surprisingly. I don't think she was expecting that, nor was I, but either way, the base hit and it advances the runner over to third, so we have no outs, runners on the corners.
Yeah, well, one thing I've learned with this stadium, which is my home stadium, is that you can have a lot of funky singles there in right field.
Yeah, if we see another one with the diving right fielder, kind of awkwardly timed, that'll tie the game, and we still yet again have runners on the corners with no outs here.
Yeah, wow. Billy's got to start. Billy's not locating right now, and you have to locate against a top hitter.
Yeah, pitching's unraveling a little bit here for the Mallards. As Snow fouls one back
running
to stay
Sloth
alive.
Simpson into the ground here. I'm not exactly sure why.
We're going to see the runner. Okay.
Well, good advance. What a play by Snowbird.
Yeah, that's what I thought we'd see there. Had me almost worried for a second as we approached halfway down the base path to home plate, but made the right call to go back.
As easy and smart a play as that was, I usually leave the runner at first, which is a huge mistake.
We're going to see a throw to third. Good by Billy.
Yep.
23.
Yep, good by Billy. Very heads up to get that lead runner out. So we now have a runner only on first base. 2 outs. It's a 1-1 count. Oh, 99 power on that swing. Just a little early. That one's going to be easy to corral in left field. But we see yet another lead change between these two here. Snowbird and the Black Roses take a 7-6 lead heading into the top of the 6th. We see a pinch hitter appear.
Yeah, if you're Snowbird, if you can get through this half inning with your SPRP, you are in such good shape. Not going to be easy, though.
Count is 2-2. Pitch comes in low and earns the ground ball.
Wow,
good
Now
chase.
batting, the shortstop,
Nice little
number
bait pitch
2,
from Snow, and it pays off.
Simpson.
Yeah, the momentum shift has just been so big for the Snowbird in these past few innings. So Sheeran's out number 2.
Center fielder, number 27.
Magic Max at the plate. He's doubled already this evening. See an off speed, low but over the middle of the plate. Base hit there with 2 outs.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12.
And now, Miss, we enter the dangerous part of Billy's lineup.
Yeah, on a 7.6 ERA is nothing to brag about, but I think this pitcher can do it. It looks pretty good so far. A bit of a seeing eye hit there.
Yep, just a little bit too much pace behind that ball for the second baseman to get to.
Number 16.
And now we proc the RBI hero. Runners at first and second for Havoc Hero, who sees the count quickly turn 2-0. There's a bit of a mistake pitch. Wasn't punished too much, although it does earn a single there with a hit to right field. So we have the bases loaded now for Taylor Tornado, who has a lot of contact and enough power, certainly, to try to do some damage here for the Mallards on the top of the 6th.
I think she looked at the lineup and maybe saw that this pitcher was going to be coming up. I think he can do it. Still has enough.
Yep, that one's hit high.
Oh.
We're going to see if it's far enough in right field, center field, off the wall.
Oh, that's a problem.
It's away from the center fielder. It's going to clear the bases and be a triple for Billy and the Mallards. Oh, man, Black Roses fans were
28.
hoping to see something different there.
Yeah, it looked like an out off the bat. It really didn't look like it was going to carry.
Oh, man, that
That's
pitch is fortunate to go foul if you're a Snowbird fan. Oh, maybe a controller mishap there.
Yeah,
We see a swing before the pitch was delivered, so unfortunate end to the inning if you're Billy there, but you definitely came away ahead, earning yourself all those runs. You know, I think we're going to see a lot of momentum swings before this one's over, Miss.
Yeah, yes, Snowbird has to bank on her hitting, so it wasn't the worst thing. She almost got away with that SPRP for a clean inning, but you know, she can still hit her way right back into this.
Yeah, no doubt. She smokes one there in the center field. Yeah, the way I see it is neither of these players are out of it until the final out has been collected. So much potential in their bats.
Oh, she just got sawed off and muscled it into center field. That's got to be a little discouraging. I mean, the ball's nowhere near the middle.
Yeah, if you're Billy, you might hope to see that, you know, turn into an out, but like you said, just kind of muscled it.
Oh,
and this one is
what a
muscled
swing.
into deep right field over the wall. It's a home run 3-run shot, and the Roses come back with a lead of their own. It's 10-9.
Oh my, that was next level hitting. Some kind of a backup pitch, a screwball, and she nailed it. Waited on it so nicely, but still punched it.
There's a nice swing as well. The Black Roses bats are very, very much alive and awoken here. Midway through the game.
Yeah.
Everything is just firing on all cylinders for the Roses right
and
now.
I was just gonna say, now you got to worry about momentum, and there's that typical grounder up the middle that momentum tends to bring.
Curious, yeah, I was curious to see if she's gonna let the reliever stay in to hit.
Ooh, really?
Kind of a big decision here, given the fact that it's only a one-run game. But you have to weigh the fact that this could, go the distance again. You want to make sure you have some pitching.
Yeah, I mean,
to get you going.
You can't say he's not doing well, so maybe the right move, really, because she does tend to run out of pitching. I know for you and me, it seems like 6th inning you do what you got to do, but I think for her, this might actually be the right move.
A neglector activated, only 1 out. We see this one flared to center, should be caught, and it is.
But not a bad swing, though.
Yeah, especially, with the low statted reticle and everything. This one's it's a gapper. That's going to score at least 1, likely 2. Extra bases earned. And padding a bit of runs there to the lead. It's 12-9 here. Roses over the Mallards. We're still in the 6th inning.
Yeah, now that choice to leave the pitcher in is looking even better.
Jackie Junk rattled on the mound. Oh, that ball goes through them. We have a play at the plate potentially here. He's going to send the runner. It's bang bang, and the runner is safe.
Oh, how many times have we seen that called an out, Slat?
Such a close play at the plate there, but great decision from Snowbird as she continues to make some hits. Billy's probably got to be wondering, what does he have to do?
Not what he's doing. He's throwing that backup screwball, but it's not fooling her.
Yeah, a lot of these pitches. There's another one hit well into center. We're going to see this runner get held up. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, Miss, to your point, a lot of these pitches are over the middle of the plate, even if they're low, even if they're, near the corner sometimes. Just not enough, as we see this one hit the center. That's going to score 2. The Mallards really got to corral themselves here.
Yeah, at this point, even pitches on the sides are going to get hit because the pitcher just doesn't have anything going for himself.
A 2-0 count. Oh, high zone strike there. It's a SMB strike zone for you.
And she's not going to bail him out. She's going to make him come to her.
Yep. Great at bat there. Another run will cross the plate. Still in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'll be honest, I've lost track of exactly how many runs we're at the moment for this frame.
Number 91.
Yeah, this pitcher's got to go. Long due. Gets an out there. It's a pretty big out, actually.
Yeah, that's a big out for Billy. He finally brings it close to the inning. Has a chance for himself at the plate. We know what he can do.
Yeah, needs to get a couple here. This isn't the best pitcher. He's trying to gut it out for the Roses.
Well, a mistake pitch gets away, though. It's fouled away. We have a full count. Curveball over the plate, grounded there to third. No earns the first out at the top of the 7th.
Number 18.
Yeah, every out you get here out of this SBRP is just found money.
Yeah, I mean, from the 7th inning onward, every out is so valuable. So I'm sure Snow might have a little more breathing room, of course, with the lead she's earned herself. But there's another strikeout for out number 2.
The pitcher,
and if you're a Mallards fan, you got to start counting these outs. You don't. That's just how many chances you have left to keep this game alive.
Well, the other thing is, this has not been the Snowbird pitcher we saw from Game 2. She's been really diligent of trying to make sure she's getting that ball a little closer and even on the box. And she's making Billy earn it. I mean, of course, he's earning a ton. He's got 9 freaking runs, but that's different than just handing runs over.
Yeah, absolutely. To start the game, I think Snowbird had 2 walks, I want to say, in that first inning. So, you know, we're sitting there kind of asking the same questions we were talking about in the pregame. She definitely found her stride and throwing strikes throughout most of the game at this point now. So definitely trying to make Billy not feel comfortable at the plate.
Yeah, we haven't seen the wasted pitches that we saw. You know, and that's a thing. You know, a lot of hitters you can get away with a bunch of wasted
Number
pitches,
75.
but you know, Billy's gonna swing at maybe 1 in 20 of those at the most.
Yeah. By the way, if she flips back to it, look at the mojos on her team there. Just almost everybody in the lineup is locked in or better.
Number 13.
Wild.
Good hit.
Yep, players one to right. That'll be runners now at first and second. No outs here after the stretch. Bottom of the seventh.
Yeah, you know what we're seeing here is a lot. This can turn this entire series around. A lopsided win here. Any win really, but certainly a lopsided win. And a little bit of confidence on the mound for Snowbird can go a long way. And there's one hit.
This one's muscled. Is it going to have the distance? If it does, is it fair? It is. It's a home run for the Black Roses again. So many runs for them this game. My goodness, 19-9 with the walk-off. Good game between these two. Tons of fireworks.
Yeah, but the story of the game was better pitching from Snowbird. She put at least a tiny bit of pressure on Billy, and he didn't put as much pressure. Well, maybe he did. He held her down early, but once she got going, momentum kicked in. We're looking at a series here.
Yeah, barn burner for sure. Well, we'll get game 2 primed and ready here for you guys. Just give us a few moments.
Sports Turf.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It was an exciting game 3 there. Lots of octane scoring and offense missed as we head now into game 4.
The center fielder, number 2.
Do you think we'll see much of the same?
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of the same. But, you know me, I never ever want to see a sweep. So I was really happy to see Snowbird with that big W. And I think this series is you know, mentally pretty close to even at this point.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Yeah, that might be fair to
number
say as we
23.
see a first batter strikeout here at the top of the first for the Black Roses. Yeah, I would agree with your sentiment. I don't really like to see sweeps
Now
that much
batting,
either.
the shortstop, number
So
19.
now we officially have a series on our hands. Get to see how game 4 plays out.
Yeah, this is kind of an awkward, or kind of an unusual setting here, Zlat. The got the shadow setting here at Shaka, but the view to the pitch is actually still really good with that big green wall back there. I expect this to be. I said this before, and everybody laughed at me. Being a hitter's park here at Shaka, but I'm going to say it again.
Yeah, the batter's eye is more, you know, more important for some than others, but I agree that there's probably worse stadiums that have the sort of shadowy effect.
Right.
Shaka's not really that detrimental, all things considered.
Swagger and I think Viejo in SMB4 are a little tough, but none of them are that bad. They actually did a really good job. I felt like on the batter's eyes and in the stadiums in general for SMB4, even better than in 3.
Yeah, there's a strikeout. So that's a first batter strikeout for both teams now in this game. Didn't have that on my bingo card.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a pitcher's game.
Yeah, we see a nice curveball laced in there. The 1-1 count, now 2-1. That pitch is low. Fastball swung on and missed. 2-2 count here as we go full.
Interesting, number 4 here from Snowbird doesn't really look like a bad pitcher by any means. It is missing a changeup, but that doesn't always spell death when you've got 4 pitches. You know, pretty good velo, decent jump. Doesn't have the greatest accuracy.
Yep, there's a little bit too much speed there. That'll earn the single for the Mallards, but yeah, prior to that batter, I think Billy was kind of confused. He got the strikeout. Wasn't expecting the pitch either to be located where it was, or just maybe didn't think it caught the zone, but comes back and earns a single. So we have a runner here on a 2-1 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, and another thing, Zlat, it's possible that because this is on recording, I don't know what they did, but it's possible that there was a break in between games. And anytime there's a break in between games, it's possible to just come in a little bit slow, a little bit cold.
Yeah, not too many hits between them in the first frame here as we move to the top of the second. We see DS O'Rourke, coveted Black Roses hitter. Swings at one up and above the zone, actually. That'll be easily corralled out there in center field.
Number 25.
Yeah, I got fishing a little bit there on a high pitch. It was down the middle, which is what you want to go after, but it was just a touch high.
96 on the power meter, but too late. For first pitch strike, but that one's hit well into center field. It's going to have to be chased down, and Magic Max finds his glove to the ball.
Number 3.
Two outs here for the Mallards. And after some of the defensive miscues by both sides throughout the series, I was wondering if that was going to be another one there.
Yeah, and those types of things are going to be magnified here. I guarantee you, if Billy had a chance to re-choose his stadium, I don't think, based on everything he's done well in AAA, that this would necessarily be the stadium he would pick. He'd probably have 35 more home runs in some of these stadiums, but
Yeah, I'll have to see.
20 less air.
Right. We'll have to see next season what kind of stadium selection they look to move forward with. Who knows? Maybe they'll surprise you and stick with Shaka.
Yeah, I doubt that, but you never know. If he does win at all, why change?
Number 28.
We have a quick first out here in the bottom of the second, and now a 2-0 count on Diving Dave. Make that a 3-0 count. Does Billy have the green light? Pitch comes in low and away, and it's ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring Peter Syke out to the plate, who takes ball 1 with the Mind Gamer trade active.
Oh, she hit that one.
Yeah, definitely hit her spot there. Upper outside corner. That one's off speed, low and away. Gets the zone as well, so now it's 1-2.
Yeah, batter a little bit rattled.
That
Oh,
one
but
just
he
barely
takes.
misses Billy's eye. Saw that one.
Again,
Turns it
takes.
to a full count. That pitch low and away for a strikeout, and his eye wasn't good enough there. 2 outs.
He had nothing to work with.
Yeah, even if you try to make contact, you know, it wasn't a high percentage hit opportunity. This one's hit into right field. Should be pretty routine for the right fielder, and it is.
Now batting
Two
the second
queenless
baseman,
frames.
Number 99.
Or excuse me, 2 queen frames. Heading here into the top of the third now. That one's with the shortstop's glove. Not
That's
going to earn any extra bases, but
Yeah, that's a huge leadoff hit, Vlad. That could be a
Number
momentum
6.
builder here. Got the pitcher up, though.
not a ton of speed on the base paths. But we know Snowbird isn't looking for any small ball activity. She's going to be swinging away with the pitcher here.
Definitely not known to bunt, but she has been known to get hits with the pitcher.
Has
as we
she
just
ever
saw.
attempted a bunt? Do we have that
Now
officially
batting,
somewhere?
the center fielder, number 2.
Probably doesn't even know what button to hit.
Yeah, it doesn't need it. Doesn't need to know what it is because she doesn't need it.
He probably thinks you have to use the mouse or something. I don't know, but anyway.
Well, that one off the bat sounded better, but it's just going to be corralled by the left fielder and not deep enough to advance any runners here. So
Now batting,
first out of the
left
inning will be a
fielder,
fly out to
number
left.
23.
That went right down the heart of the plate, but just a little too late with the bat there. It goes foul. Counts now
Yeah.
2-1.
You know, it does my heart well to know that somebody doesn't even know how to bunt. I just love that.
This one's hit hard enough. We're going to see at least a single she's going to consider, but now sending the runner back, which was ultimately the correct move.
Shortstop, number 19.
We got the bases loaded here, and she goes fishing up in the zone.
Not
I
deep
don't know if this
enough.
is deep enough. We'll see.
Oh, but he winds up or something. What the hell? What was
He
that?
just maybe
First
missed the
baseman,
button
number
himself
8.
on the controller. I'm not sure. Maybe he thought it was going to be the third out of the inning, but it earns the sac fly.
Oh my goodness. Wow, it looked like he was
Some
posing
bleeding.
for a picture or something
Yeah,
out there.
Really just don't expect to see that at this stage of the season.
Wow.
But it's behind us now, and the run's across the plate. So it's a 1-0 lead here. 1 out now in the bottom of the third. Roses have the lead.
Of course, I'm the king of forgetting how many outs there are, so I should just be shutting up right now. Oh, she's hot about it.
The center fielder, number 27.
Not the time to be walking people, Ms. Moore.
Yeah, not really a good time to walk somebody, but especially when momentum's on your
Oh,
side.
good
Back with the
location.
strikeout. It's
So
2
that-
outs here.
That tenaciousness paying off. She really dug in on that. Oh, but that's
Yeah,
it.
but she weaves one over the plate. Thankfully, it's Shaka. So no damage there. We'll see.
Right fielder, number Number 25.
Another scoreless inning from the Mallards, which is surprising to say. Snow will have her chance here at the plate here, top of the fourth with the 1-0 lead.
A good batter at the plate.
The hitters count. What will they see across the plate? A fastball. Late to it. Runs the count full. Doesn't miss that one. It's just squared up right to the right fielder for the first out of the inning.
Got a lot of top spin. It spun right into the right fielder. That one's hit, no.
That one's not going to be caught. Off the bottom of the wall there at the warning track, and it'll be extra bases.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Caught myself
number
again
91.
thinking that throw might have, come in straight to the second baseman, but for some reason it did not. So a runner rounding the base scared me for a moment as this one's hit hard right past the second baseman. That'll reach the warning track on the ground and it'll score a run. We're gonna potentially see a runner. Okay, they retreat to go to second.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Yeah,
number 99.
interesting to see this pitcher is relying purely on velo, which I do think velo can bother Snowbird, but it has to be backed up with some kind of a changeup or something. You can't back it up with nothing, which I think is what Lexi is trying to do here.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 6.
Did not work there. We see a base hit to right, so runners on the corners now with only one out. This brings the pitcher up to the plate. And the pitcher smokes one deep to right center. That's going to be 2 runs and extra bases. Snowbird showing the prowess at the plate early here. That's 4-0 and still in the top of the fourth, only 1 out.
Yeah, I'm done with this pitcher if I'm Billy. He throws it down the middle.
Yeah, just no location control right now. And Snow wisely takes advantage there to avoid a double play situation. So we have runners at second and third, still only 1 out.
Yeah, cakewalk to second base there. I don't see how Lexi can get it done here. Maybe she clips a corner or 3, but
yeah, clips the side of the zone there. Yeah, 1-2 count. Same location, squared up well by Snow. It's only going to be an out at first, and it'll earn a run there at the fielder's choice.
Number 19.
So it's 5-0 here, Roses. A runner on third, 2 outs, top of the fourth.
Actually locating pretty well.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2 count. And now we go full. Billy leaves it above the zone, but it's hit up well by Snow there. That'll be yet another run. It is now 6-0, Roses leading the Mallards.
Yeah, but that's a good example. It wasn't a bad pitch in isolation, but given there's nothing to wait for, as far as speed, that's a little too easy for the Roses.
This ball is hit a mile high. It looks like it does have the distance over the center field wall. It's a 2-run shot by the Roses, and they continue to pile on here. It is now 8-0.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 25.
Just a monster inning by the Roses. Billy certainly has to consider his bullpen at this point.
Yeah.
Continues to throw. This one's at the shortstop. Are they going to get up in time? It's going to be close. All right, we see the close to the top of the fourth. It's a 7 spot by the Roses. 8-0 headed to the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, 8-0. Nothing to be too concerned about if you're Billy, based on 24-25 in game number 2. But just dig in at the plate here.
Yeah, they're playing at such a fast pace. It's kind of hard to talk about all the little details that go into things. But you're exactly right. Yeah, in game 2 with Billy, being down multiple points by such large deficits and falling all the way back. I mean, he certainly will not count himself out.
Yeah, I think the problem here is that Moore is kind of feeling it. Despite the funky arsenal, she's been wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, exactly. The difference between, game 2 and this game is Snow is finding the zone as she does yet again with the strikeout to end the frame.
Number 3.
And now we see a call into the pen.
Number 36.
So no velo, just pretty much all junk here.
They're going specialist, though.
Right. Starts off first batter 3-0. And Snow takes one right down the heart of the plate. 3-1 count. Connects on the next one. Right through the middle. Snow's bats are just showing no signs of slowing down here.
91.
Yeah, part of the problem with Snow is it's hard to get her with funky offbeat pitches like the screwball, like the forkball. She's so honed in, she's so seasoned as a hitter that you can't just burn her because you have a screwball in your arsenal. You've really got to A, locate, and B, you've got to think out there because any pitch that you just leave over the plate is not going to do it.
We see another single, so it's back-to-back singles to lead off here in the 5th. And another one, 3 in a row for the Roses.
Boy,
All
it's
right,
getting
everybody's
tough now.
back. Yeah, we're already, teetering on mercy territory to be threatened here with the bases loaded and no outs.
These haven't been terrible pitches from Junk. I mean, that's a great pitch right there. Does roll into the double, so it did pay off for him.
Yep. Oh, that throw home. No one was advancing. So it's
gives away a run.
And it gives away the run, so we are officially on mercy alert.
Yeah, not sure what the throw home was there. Maybe
Yeah.
steaming a little bit, or maybe just trying to prevent the runner, but
Well, regardless, it's 10 across the plate in total for the Roses.
yeah, one thing about Snowbird is you'll see her take some awkward late swings, but that's only because she's coming at you. If she gets fooled on a pitch.
We got base rounded here. She's going to run with it because it was not to the cutoff, and she's in there. A heads-up triple.
The left fielder, number 23.
But I think that's a great trade, Zlat. It's okay if you get fooled on a few pitches. Even Mama gets fooled on some pitches. It doesn't matter as long as you're ready to go.
That one right to the third baseman. That'll
Good
end
swing.
top of the 5th here, but Billy finds himself needing at least one to keep this game alive. As we enter the 7, 8, 9 of the lineup through the Mallards, he'll start us off with a single through center field.
Can Billy keep this out of
Number 18.
mercy territory? Good pitch here. Oh, even better swing.
Yeah, nice swing. Second baseman, I don't think they were going to have the speed to get there in time, so another base hit through the middle infield. We're going to see the pinch hitter come in. As Snow continues to find the zone here. First pitch strike now quickly 0-2. That one's hit right at the second baseman, conveniently in the middle where the ball was headed. Almost got the double play.
Simpson.
This one hit up the middle again, and that will earn at least one run, so the game will continue to the 6th.
Center fielder, number 27.
See if Billy can continue with any kind of momentum he can find here. He's got runners on the corners, only one out.
Oh, dangerous.
This one flared in the right center. That's going to be 2. Gets by the center fielder and will be danger. We're going to see 3 runs and a triple for the Mallards.
Yeah, great news for Mallards fans here. This is now a new game.
Wow.
Yeah, Snowbird needs to slow down just a touch here. There you go.
Finds the zone. First strike, it's 2-1. This one hit into center field. It looks like they're going to get there. A dive, and they come up with it. A great play in center to prevent a run and potentially extra bases here.
Yeah, that's a monster play from happenstance out there. That looked like a, well, certainly at least a hit.
Yeah, great defensive play. And we'll see this one hit is lofted enough for the left fielder to grab it. So we will end the bottom of the 5th there. 3 runs struck back by the Mallards, bringing their deficit to 7 as we head now to the top of the 6th.
Yeah, a tiny bit disappointing, but at some point you got to hang your hat, or you got to give credit to the other side for some really good defense. But nonetheless, I've got this down to 7 runs with quite a ways to go here.
Yeah, it was go time. It was, you know, everything was on the line there. They needed at least 1 that inning. They got 3. So hypothetically, if you keep that pace, you're in good shape, I suppose. Snow just barely missed this one. And be caught out there in center field.
The first baseman, number 8.
Here's O'Rourke, dangerous hitter.
Yeah, another thing, if you're Snow here, I mean, you could keep, you know, just doing your thing and getting hits, of course. No one's gonna be unhappy with that, but you also have the fact that Billy's pitchers, I mean, he's been forced to go sort of deep in his pen now, right? So you could start to consider taking pitches.
Yeah, and if you look at the accuracy is 0. He just lost the pitch right down the middle. There's a second one.
Yeah.
It's awfully tough to fight back from 7 down, throwing pitches down the middle, but I think that's what we're left with here.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
because of his choice of roster.
Right, exactly. The falls behind on already a base low accuracy is not really doing yourself any favors. Not to say you can't do it, but it's just making it harder for yourself, I suppose. He finds the strike there. It's 2-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second, and earns the strikeout. So there's now 2 away. On top of the 6th here. Loose stopper trait has been activated with these 2 on the base paths, and we'll see some action. We're going to see a center field throw. It's offline, and we'll bring the run across the plate. So we end up with a run scored and runners on the corners again here for the Roses. Score is 11-3. And a solid hitter is at the plate as she hits one. Squares it up nicely, and that's deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. It's off the top of the wall and gone.
Brutal.
Huge shot for the Roses.
Dirk Weir tees off. It did not appear to be a home run swing from my perspective, but it did carry and hit. I guess it bounced off the top of the wall.
Yeah, it was just enough by the thinnest of margins, but got the job done and got those runs across the plate. We're back into the mercy territory.
Now batting, number 11.
Boy, if you're Billy, you got to be a little bit rattled here. You were up 2-0 coming in. You know, you've hit okay, but man, it's getting tough.
Yeah, it was always going to be tough against Snowbird.
Right,
she's
not the number 1 seed for no reason.
Right. Certainly been earned. Count is 2-1 now with 2 outs here. Top of the 6th. That one's hit hard to the first baseman with a diving grab, and he'll get a mojo boost for that. Nice snag there, first base corner.
I don't think we've seen a stolen base attempt in this entire series.
Who needs stolen bases when you can just hit the ball? See ball, hit ball. I think that's what their mottos are. This one's hit to center, just short of the warning track.
I mean,
number 1.
As much of a hitter as I pretend to be, I will run if
right.
I think I can get it.
Yeah, I think Billy's catcher has an arm that, you know, is formidable, so you can't just, you know, run like a lazy catcher or anything. But yeah, nonetheless, we have not seen a stolen base attempt this evening. This one's hit. It's going to roll almost to the wall there. So the Mallards are needing to come up with something, and he's got an extra base hit there. They're going to need at least one to keep it, or excuse me, two to keep it alive.
Yeah, he still has a lot of time. He just needs to put a couple runs on the board here.
Yeah, well, not a lot of time if he doesn't, though.
Yeah, not a lot of time if he doesn't, but if he puts up 3 or 4 here, it's back in play.
Yeah. 2-2 count, off speed. That's hit sharply to the shortstop. And Snowbird earns that valuable second out, so we are now 1 out away from a potential mercy. Just trying to chase with something there. The count is now 2-0. Billy doesn't bite. Changes up for pacing. Goes below the zone, but Billy muscles it over the shortstop. Scores 14-4 after that hit. And we're going to see what has to be a pinch hitter situation. Rapid Ramirez steps in. Hits
Ooh,
one.
that was hit.
Oh,
No?
gonna be short.
Didn't really have it.
The Roses earn themselves another victory on the evening. A lot of fireworks, just as we all anticipated.
Yeah, really good showing by the Black Roses. Man, the hitting was just off the hook. Billy, I think, I hate to say it, but a little bit resting on his laurels. But now we're back to dead evens, Lat. These two, I mean, I think heading into game 5, I think the betting line is pretty even. A little bit tilted towards Snow, only because it's a little bit more recent info. But even so, just like Snowbird had to adjust after the first 2 games, I think Billy now needs to adjust and realize that this is no cakewalk.
Yeah, I don't think Billy would have had those thoughts of it being a cakewalk by any means, but you're absolutely right. Snowbird back against the wall, down 2 games to start the series. Billy now kind of flipping his role there, so Snowbird's able to tie it up and really took control of both games early on. The key points we talked about, finding the accuracy, hitting the zone, pitching strikes. She was able to do that. So her bat never faltered, and it was just the pitching that was kind of a key that she needed to unlock to allow herself to have those opportunities to get the wins, and she did.
Yeah, I think her pitching was much better, so I want to credit Snowbird a lot here for much, much, much better pitching. At the same time, I've seen Billy hitting in a way that even that kind of pitching is not going to phase him too much. So I think Billy was a little bit off in these 2 games. The first game, not so much. I mean, he hit pretty well in the first game. Second game seemed to be rattled. But I think Billy can bounce back, and I do think we have, obviously, it's 2-2 now, so we have a lot of game to play here.
Yeah, I mean, this series could go the distance the way that these have gone back and forth with just such offensive outbursts. So a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by this evening and tuning in. Keep your eyes posted on, the Match of the Week announcements Discord channel for all the remaining series we have. Like we mentioned earlier, we have Mush and Wishbone still need to get some games in. That'll be an exciting series to keep our eyes on. We have the remainder of this series, of course. And, we have Lazy and Spluto who kicked off their series earlier this evening. So a lot of fun, a lot of excitement going around the league. Thanks, everybody, for showing out. And hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. Miss, do you have any other parting words?
No, like you said, both the XBL and the AAA here really cooking. Got Wishbone versus Mush about to start tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. These 2 cooking, a lot of games to be played here. I want to credit these competitors. You see them bounce back again and again and again. It's not that easy to play hard when you're down. We see a lot of quitters in all sports, certainly in the XBL, everywhere. but these players really try to gut it out, and they don't care if they're down; they're just going to fight forward. We saw I don't know how many lead changes in game 2. Game 3 was a little bit lopsided. Game 4 was kind of tough for Billy, but I expect Billy to totally bounce back. And again, like I said, odds are pretty close to even because I know what Billy can do. He didn't do it. He didn't do it these last 2 games, but he can do it. And I'm really excited. So we'll look forward to see what we have casting tomorrow. It's up to God's unicorn to tell us what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks again, everybody, for stopping by this evening. Like we said, keep your eyes peeled for those announcements. And thanks again, everyone, for sending your videos in. So we will see you guys at the next cast. Have a good night.